If you try to leave, I give you my word, you'll regret it.
This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com and Trailer into Reaction. What I'm looking at today is the trailer for a movie called The Well, which is an Italian film and revolves around a woman who's an art restorer who goes back to a small town in Italy and finds her life endangered by a curse and a demonic entity, as if one of those weren't bad enough. In any case, I tend to enjoy Italian movies in general because there's such a scrappy aesthetic to what they do, in a sense that one of my favorite Italian films is Star Crash. Star Crash is not a great movie by most metrics, and I would say that it doesn't succeed at what it's trying to do, namely be an Italian version of Star Wars. But it fails so wonderfully. It tries so much. A lot of it doesn't succeed, but it just feels good watching it. I would prefer a movie like Star Crash over Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon movies any day of the week. There's so much heart and soul in Star Crash. It's a fascinating watch, it really is. It's genuinely an enjoyable movie, something I can't say about what I've seen from Zack Snyder probably through most of his career, to be totally honest. So, I have a soft spot for Italian movies. Spaghetti westerns, giallo, horror, sci-fi. If it's Italian, it's going to be interesting. It's not always going to succeed by any stretch of the imagination, but it's going to be interesting. I bring this up because The Well is an Italian film, so I'm expecting this to be really interesting, visually speaking. It may not quite be up to the marker of domestic horror films, but that's okay because not everyone has the resources to do films of the quality of American horror films or American films in general. We throw a lot of money at entertainment. It is, after all, one of the biggest industries in the United States. So it's to be expected that our films, generally speaking, look pretty good. But there's also something to be said for the scrappy, smaller industry in some other country that does their damnedest to compete with it. In any case, let's look at the official trailer for The Well. Oh no.
What is a girl like you doing in Sambushi?
I'm restoring the painting. It's such a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure is mine.
This is the painting. In 2 weeks, it has to be finished. Okay, let's get you shiny again. Run away. Oh, you still can. This painting is cursed. It'll be haunted forever.
Where are we? Just look home. There are people who yearn to grow up, and people who yearn to stop time. You would. It is.
The painting?
If you try to leave, I give you my word, you'll regret it.
Come back to you.
Well, that was a trailer for The Well, and if you saw my review for The Snare, that also was released through Uncorked Entertainment, and it was one of the better movies I've seen from this production shingle. Sure, it had problems, but it was better than what they typically would release. Though whenever I see their splash page, it immediately brings concern because they don't tend to release very good films. And as I also said in that review, they don't make films as far as I'm aware. I think what they do is just buy them. They'll be on the market, they'll be at a film festival, whatever, and they'll buy it. So they don't produce anything. Though the issue is that they so consistently do mediocre work, in my mind, I associate them with it. So this looks really interesting, by the way. It looks very Italian, which is to say it looks over the top, it looks very odd, especially to American eyes. Though those aren't bad things necessarily. And I'm kind of jazzed for this, but at the same time you have Uncorked Entertainment, who aren't known for releasing very interesting movies. I'm kind of torn on this. I do want to see The Well. As I said, it looks interesting, though I'm a little worried that the waters from which it sprang are tainted. Though what do you think? This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com and Trailer into Reaction. Do you agree, disagree? Let me know down below. And as usual, consider a like or a follow. Peace.